What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Main Issues Podcast. I'm Al Taylor, also known as the Act 24, here with the one, the only, the greatest, the Dragonborn, DJ Williams, and also the infamous Tiffany. My girlfriend, Tiffany, if you ever want.
The white chick.
Yeah, I didn't say it. You saying that.
It's gonna be
she happens
obvious.
to be of the paler persuasion.
I mean, yeah.
You know, people who listen to the audio version would have had no idea.
I'm pretty sure they'll hear it.
But you might notice I didn't go through the stories, so we winging it today. So what's been going on, DJ?
Nothing actually.
You ain't got nothing going on. What you got going on, Tiffany?
I slept.
You've been doing stuff this week.
Yeah, I had to work.
Yeah, you've been out of town for a week.
2 weeks, going on 3 weeks.
All right.
Yay.
Doing what kind of stuff?
Banging on walls.
Banging on walls.
Yeah, doing hand jobs.
Hand jobs. Explain.
So I work in restoration.
Oh, okay.
On buildings.
I ain't been getting no hand jobs.
So we're known as strippers and hand jobbers.
Is that what you're known as? I never heard that.
That's what our crew says that we do.
Oh.
We're pretty good strippers and we do
That's
pretty
kind
good
of funny.
hand jobs. So that's the joke.
Okay. So what y'all working on now?
We were removing plaster up in Augusta at a historic house museum. Yay.
So you're removing the plaster to replace it, I'm guessing.
To do investigations on time period and revealing the brick masonry walls. Make sure the condition's good.
Oh, okay.
And knowing the framework of the building.
Okay, so...
Boring stuff.
So you know what's going on, that it's not just going to fall apart.
Until we, pretty much bang on the walls. Yep. It's one of those.
So where were y'all doing this at?
In Augusta, at Meadow Garden. It's a house museum for, better know this, George Walton. He was a signer of the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, I know all about that.
I hope I got his name right, because I always screw that up.
You got it right.
Get it right?
Woohoo!
Oh.
For the record, I'm full of shit.
Oh, yeah.
I hated history class. I'm surprised I passed.
I kind of figured you were full of shit.
No, science was my class. Every other class could go to hell. Math was okay. I had nothing against math.
Well, I liked history class, but in Virginia, all you learn about is the Civil War, and I'm like, okay, 6 years. Can we move on?
Nothing else happened?
Apparently not. I didn't even know 20th century history. I was like, we have history? What? What did Nixon do? What? Never learned.
And then you got way into it.
Well...
Because you're a different kind of nerd. You kind of historically nerdy, yeah?
Yeah, I get into my rabbit hole.
Yeah. Because I'd just be...
Sure, smiling.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
That's pretty much what I do to you too.
Oh, shots fired on the main issues.
Well, when I'm talking about video games.
Yeah, but I mean,
and probably just the tech stuff in general, because I thought I was in the tech stuff. I met Calvin and Vernon. I ain't shit.
So much. Yeah. Well, then, listening to my sister grow up, she's a gamer. And having her talk, and of course, I'm
dating the wrong sister.
Yeah. And I'm just regurgitating what she says about games and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, and this happens, and this happens. Everyone's like, do you play? No, but my sister does.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that shit lying. You know, it's funny because my brother, he's not into any of this stuff at all either. But he's we kind of see eye to eye on a lot of music wise. So when we come to talk about music, we usually click just fine. But he's really into college and high school bands. Yeah. So he's always telling me about these things. And that's usually what I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I mean, formations and stuff are cool to look at. But he's like, oh, man, you hear how loud they are? And they don't really sound that different from the other band to me, actually. So, but, I just be like, yeah, damn, okay. Trying not to, because me and my brother aren't really that close anyway, so I just kind of go with it. But, man, over my head, I don't know. But like I said, if I ever want to like trade shots, I'm like, hey, this is game coming out. You might find interesting. He can be like, oh, this is anime. You should check it out. He's gonna be like, yeah, not gonna happen.
How about a musical game where you play in a marching band? Like you have to.
Everyone's having PTSD from marching band. No!
He might eat that up. Does that exist?
No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
The closest thing will probably be Rock Band. He was kind of okay with Rock Band, but he's not a rock fan. So he wasn't really feeling like that. And granted, there's some, non-technical rock stuff on Rock Band, and it's not enough. So he would play a song or two, and that would be about it.
I was a part of 2 bands, The Do in college, and also, what was the other one? It was a reference to 16 Candles. Oh, Dong, the guy that's the exchange student who's like,
I know
hey,
all about 16 Candles.
Yeah, it's that.
Did you know about the bands? Because the face you made when she said she was a part of 2 bands was like, what? Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know anything about that.
I'm a pretty good bassist on Guitar Hero until they changed those buttons, and then I was like, what? They don't have like green, blue.
They changed buttons on Guitar Hero?
So were you were a Guitar Hero person?
I was a bassist.
Rather than
man. It was bassist. I was the bassist.
Okay. Wait. Oh, so you chose between like being a bassist and
yeah, you could do especially with Rock Band, you had a singer,
a
drummer.
But did you did that with Guitar Hero too?
Yeah.
That you had a choice between? I didn't know that.
I don't know. I only played Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah, I've only played Guitar Hero in an arcade. Like nobody I knew had it or anything, and I played Rock Band because of Vernon had it.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, I played the fuck out of Rock Band.
Yeah, I just couldn't stand, especially if I was on break, going back home and playing Guitar Hero and my guitars didn't work. I'm like, what? They're already worn out. Whoops.
What?
Yeah.
I got what's the Rocksmith. So Rocksmith is a different kind of musical game like that where
didn't it actually teach you how to
play?
It
actually will teach you how to play guitar. You plug in an electric guitar to the computer or game system you have, and it will like read what tones you're playing, so you'll be actually playing the songs or trying to play the songs instead of pressing buttons.
Yeah. My dad got me a drum set one year, and it was one of those electric toy ones that you're supposed to learn from.
Like an Ant-Man?
And I couldn't do it. I was just like, man, I want a real drum set.
Real drum sets are too loud, and your father would go nuts.
That's pretty much why he got it for me.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't even have kids, and I saw right through
that. What not to do.
Because whenever you get somebody with kids, like they're present for their kid, it's always like, this makes noise.
Oh.
Oh, it lights up and honks and all of that, huh? And you just taking the batteries out that motherfucker.
And that is why parents invest in headphones and earplugs.
They're like,
now they do.
Yeah, they take out the batteries and be like, oh, I guess it broke. I don't know. I guess I didn't have it.
Wait a minute, that explains a lot now that you said that.
What?
Oh, I guess it doesn't work. And I'm thinking, oh man. On my favorite toys.
Oh, because that happened to you so much.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I can guarantee.
Yeah, if I know I feel like your dad would
do that
kind of
What job did he have?
He was working in a factory.
Oh, yeah, he unplugged your shit.
Yeah.
He took your batteries
out.
But
he also would wake my sister up when she was a toddler to play with her, just to have daughter time, and she'd be all tired the next day. My mom's like, "What? Why is she so tired?" I played with her last night. we made a playhouse.
That's actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had a lot going on this week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. We saw. Yeah. Anybody who follows us, you probably saw his post, actually.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah, because you never look at anything I do. You never pay me any attention. You do not support it at all.
Who texts you?
All right, touche.
Okay.
But
who sends them cat videos on Insta?
you do send me cat videos, but when I reply to them and stuff, like, you never reply back. You like not reading
cat
my
videos.
replies, and then
get
you
busy.
asking me if I seen them, and I'm like, I replied to you, like, you didn't see that.
Whoopsie.
It's like as soon as you sent it. So
Yeah, but you didn't see the comment that my friend left on the monkey video.
no.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't
So
read it.
she sent me a monkey. She sent me a video of somebody petting stroking a little monkey's head, and it was like falling asleep. And her friend said that was like 5 minutes of
Ow, petting my head.
yeah.
Like instant tired.
Oh, him petting your head.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I posted on Instagram and Facebook like all my computer parts that I got and was ready to build last Wednesday. I talked about before on last episode, had one of my friends, our friend, help me consult me on which parts to get for my PC build, and we got all the stuff. It came pretty quick. I got like everything from Newegg, and Newegg is pretty fast. It was like as fast as
Newegg has
Amazon.
always been good. Yeah, Newegg has always been good. Yeah.
Yeah. But it said 2 to 5 business days, but it took 3 off rip. Like everything came.
Usually when something say like 2 to 5 or whatever, it's gonna be that 5.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like everything came on the same day, same truck. Got it sent to the office, to my work, and so they could sign for it. They try to charge like $4 on or $5 on each shipment to require a signature, of which this would have been 3 of them. But I was like, man, they usually would get a signature or ask for a name anyway.
Right.
So I just like
UPS?
yeah.
Hell no, they sit on your porch.
Not at a place of business.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up, because I don't want it. Sit it on my porch, but you won't sit it on their porch.
Yeah.
But anyway, got the stuff. Friend came over. Mike came over. He did everything. I didn't like.
Mike knows his shit.
Yeah, he was like, "Do you wanna build it and I tell you what to do, or you want me to do it?" And I'm like, that's an option because I don't want to do it.
I don't want to fight nothing up.
Yeah, he just exactly. It's been a long time since I've been did real work on the inside of a computer. Like I used to mess with it, but not in a long time. So
I did too. You didn't know
yeah,
that?
right.
I did. I took 2 computer classes in high school. We had to take apart computers and like put the power supply back in and reconfigure all that. Troubleshoot.
In high school, how old are you?
You never ask a woman her age. That is just rude.
For the audio listeners.
Tell the man.
But I say for the audio listeners, I made a face.
I'm 31.
You what?
31. I'm 31.
Okay. So yeah, good thing you didn't try to help with that then, because that's a long time.
Yeah.
PCs are nothing like they used to be.
Yeah.
They do a lot of stupid shit now on the inside of computers. Like they bolt down shit that's not supposed to be bolted down. Like it's all kind of stupidness.
Yeah, they put a lot.
I don't feel that way. Not well, I guess in pre-built things, yes.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. For you,
yeah.
it wouldn't be a problem. But
Right.
like, you buy a computer already, and say you want to change 1 or 2 things. There's different brands do different. It's stupid. It's stupid crap.
Yeah.
Like if you look at some of these reviews, it's just like, why the fuck is that bolted down?
Yeah. So you can't change it out yourself.
So why not?
So it's more difficult for you to do.
Why?
So
it's
you
mine. Like, why would you? And then, but it'd be
to
stuff.
their newer model or whatever.
Yeah, I bet they do want that money hungry bastards.
I mean, that's exactly how a car is. It's all going electrical, and you're popping your hood, and you're like, why is there a shield over my motor? It's to prevent you from actually working on your own car.
I don't know anything about that. I'm still behind on the car business, but I believe you. I take your word for it.
Yeah. So we got halfway through the build, or probably more than halfway. I mean, had RAM storage, motherboard is inserted into the case, and start to put the radiator on from the liquid cooling. See, you don't know what I'm talking about.
I was going to ask you what kind of cooling system. I was going to ask you what kind of cooling system you got.
Oh yeah, I had a liquid cooler, and it
Make sure it don't leak.
We were trying to put the radiator at the top, and so it could have the hoses going straight down, and like we couldn't get the radiator to go all the way into that, and we were like, what is going on? And it was hitting the motherboard, like inside the case. So the case was too small for it to fit that big of a radiator. Well, with those fans that we had on it too, like it didn't fit that. It said like it could fit. Well, it's one of those things is like, well, this can technically fit if you have this and that, like you're doing it this way or that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't take that into account. So I'm like, okay, we'll mount it to the front, and that didn't work with the graphics card.
Oh man,
the graphics card was too big for it to be mounted there and have that go in there. So got two choices. Can still put the build together and put the stock CPU fan, which would not bother anything, and really like the processor I have is like it doesn't run hot really anyway, so it would be kind of fine. It would be a little louder, but I wouldn't see too much of a hit in performance. But you know, I already bought the stuff. I wanted it like I planned to have it, and I've been saving up for this for a long time. It's like I'm not about to half do it, so let's just get a bigger case. So
you didn't want to try like an open?
No.
Just asking.
No. I could have done it that way. It's a lot of like modifying stuff. We could have done for it that, you know, could have made it work, but it just wasn't. It wasn't as clean of a build as I wanted. As what I was.
I get it. You know, everybody got their vision, so hey, I hear you.
Yeah.
So you're saying size does matter, and packaging is even better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That is exactly what I'm saying. You summed that up nicely. But yeah, so I didn't. That's my excuse for not posting any gaming content, because I was planning on doing some recording on that new PC.
Oh, what were you going to play?
I didn't get it. Witcher 3.
Oh, okay. You asked me about Kakarot the other day, and I still have my GameFly. Well, I got my GameFly on again, so I'm waiting on that. So,
okay.
Wait on the review, I guess. I don't know.
Wait on the review.
Yeah, that's why you was asking me if I was gonna play, right? So yeah. I mean, it'll be reviewed eventually, but I'm just waiting on GameFly. So.
Okay, cool. I wasn't even thinking about
it. It's not like I can go to
Redbox. Are they already done? Like,
well, you said the article said it was gonna stop this year.
Yeah,
I didn't bother looking.
Yeah,
I'll look though, but I'm not holding my breath.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So not GameFly, but Redbox due to DVD rentals, they stopping doing games.
Yep.
I guess the business wasn't doing as well for them as they were hoping because, like, two gamers didn't even really know that they even had games.
Really, nothing. I had not even the slightest clue.
Yeah, when we...
Well, I knew they had games. I just didn't know they were selling them for fucking cheap.
When we were starting to play Overcooked,
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could just download the game and you had to update your system to do the store purchase and all this other stuff. I didn't even know. I was like, oh, you don't go to the store and buy them anymore?
Oh, you didn't know.
I knew you could do
understand
online,
that.
but I didn't understand, like, now everything had to be associated with an online presence.
Not everything, but yeah,
Not
definitely large majority.
Especially with gaming, is pretty much.
Yeah.
Even if you have a game that's not played online, they're gonna release a DLC, so you don't need to be online. And a lot of those games require you to be online to activate those DLCs.
Yeah.
So then you have that. So
Yeah,
it's
I
a
didn't
whole
even know
thing.
about that.
And you notice, like, it was saying sometimes on the PlayStation downstairs that it was going to cut us off in, like, 15 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
It was having a problem, like, checking, like, my login or whatever because, like, I'm not supposed to be able to play it on another system, like, unless I'm signed in to my PlayStation account. Yeah, so but yeah, that's it. I completely forgot what we were talking about now.
Your computer's
You were talking
everywhere.
about your computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about?
Yeah, you were saying how you had to buy another case.
Yeah, I mean, that
you
was
were
pretty much the end of the story, though.
yeah.
Yeah, so that was it. We said a lot of stuff before about this situation with these YouTubers that were pretty much getting extorted online. Yeah. And this is not the first time this is happening. So what happened with MXR Plays or MRX Plays? I need to look at it. I forgot what the name was. I just started following them because they actually pretty good. I actually like their content. So what they do is they react to memes. So they just sit.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing for memes. Like, I didn't know people were just reacting to memes. Because I know you've seen, like, the videos of, like, people doing, like, try not to laugh challenges and stuff.
I've seen reviewers. I've seen people who review other YouTubers. Like, yeah, I've seen all of that. But I've never seen anybody review memes.
Yeah, apparently it's pretty popular. In this article on Business Insider, it says two YouTubers with 2 million subscribers face a $6,000 bill over a copyright complaint and risk losing their channel if they don't pay up. But they don't have 2 million subscribers. Like, they're actually not really even that close. They have 869,000 subscribers.
What the hell are they getting 2 million from?
Yeah, I don't know where they got 2 million from, but yeah, that's what that article says, and it is MXR Plays. So the way they were getting extorted was this company, Jukin Media, actually licenses memes. So
what?
Apparently, if you have, like, meme content, if you make a meme, like you make a meme video, or I guess it's images too, you can upload it to a site like that, like Jukin Media, and they will license it to you. And the idea is that they make sure that, like, especially for, like, viral videos and stuff, that if anybody is getting money for using your content that you get some kind of royalty for that. It's a way to get royalties for your memes. I never heard of this before.
Yeah, what the hell?
I didn't know this was a thing.
Jeez, man.
Now, I did know about images in general.
Yeah,
we were talking about this earlier. Like Getty Images, you tell it better than me.
Getty Images is owned by the Koch brothers, who also have other ways with corporations like paper products. And they have
the Koch brothers.
Koch brothers. Yeah.
No. Like Coca-Cola or
no,
weight?
K-O-C-H.
Yeah.
Koch.
And I think that's the same as Koch Media.
Koch Media, they
own that.
And they have so many paper products. They're involved in so many different industries. They've got the money and resources to obtain Getty. So any show that you see pretty much has to pay them to use images in their productions.
Yeah, and it can get to be a lot of money because a lot of these shows use a lot of images. I brought up last week when we were talking about Netflix stuff, like Netflix doing like weekly stuff. I was talking about Patriot Act with Hassan Minaj, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking about that.
Yeah.
How he was getting waxed over images.
I mean, it's like image after image, and it's not just a lump sum. It's every image costs an amount, so that can add up to thousands of dollars within 30 minutes.
Yeah,
no problem.
So that's the same thing that was happening with these YouTubers. All they do, their content is completely like, you see in this image right there, them sitting here like this. All they do is put themselves into the corner, show the meme on the screen, and have their reaction to it, basically. And, I mean, let me reword that, because they do a lot. Like in the editing of it is really good. The way they do it, they do a lot of great editing and say funny stuff. They're pretty entertaining. So, but in a nutshell, that's what they do. So they're using all these images, and every time they just happen to come across an image that is under this licensing thing with Juke Media, they have no idea. Like, they have no idea of knowing. They have to go through, manually search the Juke Media database to check to see if this is covered under them, or and if they do see one that was covered, that they cut that one out, or they try to, because they keep hitting them up for money, like every time they do it. And they paid them. The guy even says himself, like, he feels like he messed up because he paid them the first time.
Yeah,
that's how they got him. Now they
pay shit. Take it down there.
Yeah, he was thinking like, well, I'll just pay them the money I owe them, because technically it is their work. I used it in my video, so that I'm just gonna pay them the money and we can forget about this. After he did that, they hit him up more times. Yeah. Over it. So they went back through, like, they just have teams of people apparently going through all their videos to try to find instances that they use one of their images, video or whatever.
We don't have no shit like that going on, do we? Ain't nobody messaging us about no shit?
Oh, in the first episode, we got hit up by Saban.
Oh yeah, about the Power Rangers.
Yeah, Power Rangers. Because I used a video. It was just a clip of
them calling the Zords.
Opening sequence. Yeah, them calling the Zords in one of the, like, more recent seasons, and it's just because we were talking about it, and I wanted to show like what I was talking about.
Because you were specifically talking about the Zord, yeah. You were saying how they didn't match like they normally do.
Yeah, it was like maybe a minute long.
If even that. And they got it like as soon as I posted it. Like, because I guess the algorithm can search through and see images of that. It's like, oh, this is an image of that. This company owns this, automatic copyright claim, which it's not hurting us any because we're not monetized anyway. So it's not like nobody fucking saw it.
Yeah. So, and even if they did, if anything, we give an advertisement for y'all. And I wasn't worried about putting up that clip because it should be, well, actually, I didn't even pull that clip from YouTube technically, so I don't know, but I wasn't worried about it because it was such a short clip.
Right.
It's like, it's not like I'm showing a whole episode trying to.
And
make
even
money.
then, it's not like it's a new episode. It's not like he showed Baby Yoda before Baby Yoda was revealed.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that season is done because I've been seeing commercials for new Power Rangers. So.
Oh yeah, that was
And
I want to say it was 2 seasons ago now.
Right.
Yeah.
The fuck.
But they don't tell nobody else that. But I didn't do anything because, of course, like I didn't want to poke the bear or whatever. It's like, yeah, I did do that. Like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna take the video down and then like re-upload it with it without that. That's too much like work. Like, just y'all can have it, whatever. Now, it used to be on YouTube that when a copyright claim happened like that, they automatically get whatever money that video made.
So zero.
No matter how much. Well, so zero in our case. But that's no matter how much of their content was found in the video.
That's stupid. I'm glad they changed that.
So it could be 15. It could be a 15-second clip of a 20-minute long video. They get all the revenue from that, and it's automatic. Like, they're not going through to check to make sure that this is not just a ridiculous claim. But now they changed it where they only get like a percentage of it. So it's kind of fine. But in their case, they were getting hit not just with copyright claims, but an actual copyright strike, which on YouTube is a 3 strikes you're out thing in a certain there's some time frame it has to be in. So within a few months, like if you get 3 strikes, then your channel is just completely like deleted, like it's gone. And it could be stuff as small as having a little 15-second clip in your video, whatever, and you can't really fight it. YouTube they don't get involved at all. They don't
talk to anybody.
Yeah. I will say, they ended up working it out with Jukin Media after the internet went wild when they heard about that, because they posted a video talking about what happened.
Yeah, old girl was crying and everything.
Yeah.
She was distraught.
Yeah, and then in their follow-up video to that, when they were saying that they they worked it out and stuff, she was like, I'm not gonna cry anymore on here because when I cry, y'all go crazy.
Well, that's most guys, actually. Most guys, a girl crying kind of fuck with them. So you like, nah, hell no. What's going on? So, evolution.
Yeah, so they had a bunch of media outlets cover them. They had a bunch of YouTubers cover them, especially.
I bet, because it's like, it can easily be somebody else.
Yeah.
Easily be somebody else.
And they're not like one of the hugest channels.
No,
I mean, they have over 800,000
right. They're
subscribers.
doing okay, but
they're doing pretty good.
Not PewDiePie.
Yeah, they don't have and it's just the two of them. They're not a part of
A bigger team or not.
a bigger team. Like a lot of the bigger YouTube channels are a part of some kind of publisher or whatever, like Full Screen or stuff like that.
I ain't even looking. They looking.
Well, I mean, they've got the people to do the research and get everything set up for them and be able to handle that kind of conflict. Whereas people who are on their own, it's an exploration of viewers and content of what works, what doesn't. So they don't have the resources to double check constantly what they're putting out there.
Yeah.
Because they're just wanting the exposure of like, this is my thought.
Why are you holding it anyway?
He has no justice.
Because I don't want to reach over here every time I want to take a sip.
He's gonna spill it on his laptop.
But yeah, like I said, I'm glad they got that worked out because, like I said, that can easily be anybody else.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
And the thing is with this whole thing is what they're doing is supposed to be covered by fair use, where you're using the content but you're transforming it in a way. Like, they're not just re-uploading memes. They're not just like the channels that take other people's content and make it like a compilation, or whatever. Like, I can't stand those kind of channels. I watch them, but
I don't even know what you're talking about.
like Caleb City videos.
Yeah.
Like, they'll put up
all his vines and all that kind of
and stuff together in like a marathon thing.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, I do want to watch that because he doesn't have like I don't think he has like a playlist of
no, because a lot of his popularity came from Vine. So
yeah,
and he didn't bring none of that stuff over. He got that one clip where it says like his top 100 vines, but he funny as shit. So like even his stuff that's not his top stuff is still pretty damn funny.
He has a top 100 vines on his channel?
Yeah, you got to go way at the bottom.
Okay.
It was around the time he first started his YouTube, and like you can find it. They're pretty funny, but some of the clips I've seen that aren't on there are pretty funny too. Yeah. So, and it's specifically from his vines.
I remember he was doing for a while, he was doing the Caleb TV thing. He was calling it Caleb TV, and that was some of his old stuff he just put into like a compilation form.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah. He did it like 3 or 4 times, and then he just stopped doing it for that reason. For some reason, I mean, I think he is waiting until like he gets like more and more content, and then maybe he'll do that again. And the reason he was probably doing that is because YouTube changed their algorithm to prefer videos that are at least 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And his videos are usually 1, maybe 2 minutes long. Yeah. If that.
And funnier than
he makes me laugh
longer stuff
in 10 seconds flat, like quick.
Dude, it's good,
and that comes from probably vining when you only had how long were vines? Ooh. Were they 10 seconds?
They were less than 10 seconds, but yeah, they were really short. I think they ended up boosting the 10 seconds around the time they were dying off, but yeah, they were short.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers, but they forced people to be really creative though.
Yeah.
Man, vines were great for a little minute, but Instagram put that shit to rest.
Yeah, Instagram put it to rest because you can just do that on Instagram pretty much.
And then the Instagram came out the gate with 30 seconds, and now they do a minute, and now they got Instagram TV. It's just like, okay, if they're dead, you can stop pulling the trigger.
And I notice a lot of people don't use Instagram TV. Like a lot of the people I follow who do like funny videos, like they'll do the regular Instagram and then have it in pages. Like if they video
He
5
was still
minutes
doing that?
long, yeah. If they video
I hadn't
5
come
minutes
across that in
long,
a while, but
you gotta scroll across it. I think Caleb even does that. But his videos are usually 2 minutes long, so it's like you flip one time and then it's done. I don't know if it's better for them in views some kind of way. Maybe people don't gravitate towards the YouTube. I mean the Instagram TV.
I didn't even
But
know
it
about
shows up the same way as regular Instagram videos though. It's just they can put longer videos on there pretty much. There's actually an Instagram TV like standalone app too, where you can just watch.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that before
stuff.
because I think you
It
was having your
was
phone,
not-
or your last phone, it wouldn't let you do it or something like that. So you was
on
like,
the
what
Note 8.
Yeah, you was like, what the hell is Instagram TV? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? It's the new thing on the.
And everybody was showing like using it and stuff, and I'm like, I don't have that.
Yeah, you didn't have the icon in the corner or anything. I don't remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, and we were talking about H3 before you said, because I said that MXR plays is like H3
And
but
I was
with
like,
me.
who the hell is that?
Yeah, so H3 Productions is or was a reaction channel. So they used to primarily do YouTube videos. They would react to YouTube videos like viral videos or like just really dumb videos that they find and stuff. But especially the viral ones, which happen to usually be the dumb ones.
Yeah.
or stuff where it's like me, how people see this stuff and I'm always like, it's fake. So they react to stuff like that and like go through it, pick through videos and stuff. And,
Man, but
stop
you think
and be like,
everything
"Look right
fake."
here." I think everything fake.
You think everything
Every
fake.
time I see
still
something on
some
the internet,
spontaneous
I
stuff happens,
think-
Calvin. Everything ain't got to be for the gram.
I know, but I just I don't know. It just all looked fake to me.
Not saying
usually
some of
when
it
I look
isn't.
into it, I find out that it is fake. So, and it's not really any way to ever prove that it's real. But I don't know. That's neither here nor there. But I feel like people jump way on board with stuff too quick.
Hey, I've been in the middle of too much foolishness to believe everything is fake, because I still can't believe some shit that happened to me happened. I'm like, I can't believe that happened. Like, that was real. That really happened. So, hey. Don't stare at me. We ain't talking about that here.
But back to H3, they got into a situation like this where they talked about this guy's video. I forget what his name even was, but it was some dumb video where he was acting like he was getting at a girl, and like the girl challenged him to a race. It was like a fitness thing, and they were doing like some parkour running and stuff, which he wasn't really doing no parkour, but he just usually makes videos like that and is trying to present them like they're real, and
Just sounds fake.
yeah, I mean it's like super obvious that the girl is a paid actress and stuff, and the way
the
it's,
girl just say and
and it's the
not no race. What?
and
No.
the way it's filmed, it's like, how could this even be real? But
a lot of it's scripted. A lot of
it's completely scripted, and it was corny and it's funny. But they were talking about the video, and he was Ethan, who usually does like a lot of the talking in the videos. He was giving him props and stuff about like the production values of it. Like, man, he really goes all in his stuff. Like all the more power to you and stuff. And he links the video, tells people to go and watch.
Like, gives out the props like he's supposed to, yeah.
And stuff. And it's not like they just showed the whole video of him doing that and they were trying to, like, just make money off of that. They were showing clips from the video and they were reacting to it. So he ended up hitting them with a copyright strike, and they didn't want to take it. So the guy asked them for money, or threatened them, trying to extort money out of them, but they were a bigger channel and they decided that they were going to fight it. They ended up going to court about this, and they were in litigation for a couple years, and they ended up winning the case. It cost them a lot of money, lawyers and stuff, to be able to do it, but it was pretty important for them to do that because it ruled in their favor that because of fair use, it was lawful. It was a matter of law that they are able to do that. And so MXR plays should be covered under the same thing.
Right.
Yet we're still going through this once again.
Guess they didn't hear about the case.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter when YouTube doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Again, thank you for the free platform, YouTube. I really do appreciate it. Cause YouTube is great. Cause we could just put hour-long video on YouTube completely for free while we pay for the audio version of this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's cool.
So
I'm not tripping. I wish they were a little more specific about their issues, but other than that, I have no complaints.
Yeah.
But when you're dealing with billions of videos, like, I think it's pretty hard to do. But yeah, they could be more transparent.
It ain't that hard.
Yeah. All right. You had other stuff you want to talk about. I spent a lot of time on this stuff. This situation was pretty clear cut.
I had nothing else to. I ain't nothing specific I wanted to talk about.
Oh,
I thought we were just gonna.
I thought you did.
No. Well, what I was asking about was when you were saying we were just gonna wing it, I was just like, okay, well, I thought we were gonna talk about the topics we've been talking about throughout the week. Yeah. So, but
well, that's what I'm more or less saying.
Okay.
You want to talk about that?
All I wanted to really cover was, like, basically there's been some cancellations as far as some upcoming games go. For you, for something you were looking forward to, I kind of was looking forward to it, but Cyberpunk 2077 got pushed back.
Yeah.
So, which, as we've said before, I'm all for the pushback because there's enough companies coming out with premature games and trying to fix them after the fact.
Yeah.
No, push it back. I can wait. I'll be all right. I will be just fine. I'll play something else.
Yeah.
Until y'all get ready.
And also, it's the crunch. They go through the crunch period where they're trying to do so much in so little time to reach this deadline that they end up neglecting their staff, making them work overtime for not overtime pay, and taking time away from their families and stuff. And a lot of time it's not mandatory, but it is highly encouraged.
Yeah,
so if you're not the one putting in the hours, it looks bad on you, even though you're not doing anything that you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Well, and with that industry, hey, I'm going to take a 2-hour, going to go early or something. You lose your job. It's so highly competitive.
Yeah.
You want someone who's going to be there and just push through whatever is going on issue-wise.
Right. So if you're not going to be in
you'll find somebody who will.
Yeah.
All that crap.
Jumping through hoops.
Flaming hoops.
Fire. Yeah, flaming hoops. So, yeah.
But
that wasn't the only one.
No, definitely not. Avengers got pushed back. By how much, I don't know.
Yeah, the Marvel Avengers video game from Crystal Dynamics.
And what I was looking forward to is Final Fantasy VII Remake. That also got pushed back.
Yeah.
But I was surprised that it was coming out when it came out anyway. A friend of mine who's also a day one fan of this podcast, he mentioned it to me at one point. He was like, oh, the Final Fantasy remake comes out in, I think it was March. And I was just like, really? Like, already? Because late last year, the director of the game was saying that he wasn't happy with what they had, and his exact words, but we're going to start over. So that ended up pushing the game back, and they had already been working on it for a few years as it is. So for it to be ready to act soon, I was just like, wow, that's crazy.
I feel like that was longer than a year ago, but I'm not sure. I think that was not last year, but the year before.
It might have been
when they were starting over.
But regardless of the point, like I said, they had already been working on the game for a few years. So to say something like, we're going to start over, I was expecting it to be a little further out, but I wasn't complaining either. Because if I'm going to spend my money on a game that's not done, it's going to be Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
I'm going to give them that. So, but aside from that, it was, Avengers, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Did anything else get pushed back? That's all I heard about. Well, that's actually all I cared about. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like it's one more that I'm missing. I forgot about it. It wasn't a game that I was looking forward to, whatever it was, and I'm not really hyped for Final Fantasy VII. I never played, so I don't have that nostalgia factor in place, and I plan on playing it, but I'm just not waiting on it really. Cyberpunk, I am waiting on. Obviously,
you've been waiting on.
Yeah,
you've been waiting on that for a while.
Obviously, if you watching the YouTube video, the YouTube version, the background may be related to Cyberpunk 2077.
Well, I know my sister is pretty disappointed with the Final Fantasy VII, so
she's disappointed with the remake.
Well, to be pushed back because she's.
Okay. You're saying,
it's like,
she's disappointed
she was
that it
always
happened.
Consumed with Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that she went to Guild Wars to play, I was like, what's that? What happened to Final Fantasy?
But I mean, it's not hard because Final Fantasy's been around for a very long time.
Decade.
Yeah, and they still making games. Yeah. So.
Well, and then the last one, I remember viewing people play it and all these bonus features of different roles to go into, so people get excited beyond just the storyline of the main premise, but also what extra activities they can do as part of the game. I mean, that's a huge bonus when you're like, hey, I want to do more with this.
Also, the star of I think his name was Noctis, the star of the last Final Fantasy VII game was on Tekken 7.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I got Tekken 7. He was pretty good, actually. But, as a matter of fact, they even had one of the maps from the game. Like, it's like a repair shop / gas station you go to in the game. And they turned that into an arena on Tekken 7.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Did you know the Final Fantasy VII remake was coming out in parts?
Yeah,
so
I knew
so
it was
that
coming
was just
going
to be part one.
Yeah,
that was set to release.
Which I was kind of blowed about it, but when they announced it, they were finally, because fans have been trying to get them to make that for a while.
Yeah,
like there were petitions, we were getting like millions of signatures, and Square Enix is still like, hell no, we don't care. Fuck your signatures, we're not making it. And then finally they caved. Which is probably because Square Enix hasn't been doing as well as they used to. They're still doing all right, but I guess, they got knocked down the peg or two, and it was just like, maybe we should.
I'm actually a subscriber. They send me emails.
Square Enix?
Yeah.
Why?
My sister signed me up.
Oh, Lord.
She probably got some kind of bonus. For
she did.
signing
Yeah,
She's like, hey,
say,
do you mind if I get your emails? Like, sure. So I'll just like something pops up. And I'm like, oh, cool. She's going to be excited about that.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Square Enix makes the new Lara Croft game, so I know they've been doing, but this was, but they were asking for, they were asking for this Final Fantasy VII remake before that even dropped.
Which that's under the, I think that's under the Crystal Dynamics umbrella as well.
Oh, okay.
Because that's like Square Enix has Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah. Which, I remember Square Enix used to just be Square Soft.
Yeah.
But anywho, they but yeah, so like I said, they denied that for a while, then they finally decided to do it. But if anybody who's played Final Fantasy VII, or 8 for that matter, but Final Fantasy VII was 3 discs back on PlayStation 1. Yeah. So it was a lot of stuff on there. And not only that, but, you know, and this is just, like, if you just think about the main story, it was still a lot. But as any RPG, of course, there's a bunch of side stuff you can do that have nothing to do with the main story. So they would have to incorporate all that stuff in as well. So it's not unfair for them to do that, because that's a lot. Yeah. That is a huge, if they didn't do that, that'd be a huge ass game. I don't care if you got a terabyte, wipe that shit out, because they're gonna need all of that room with the updated graphics and everything, because that game was huge. Yeah, back then.
And that's supposed to be going more in depth on some story elements that they said that too before. Yeah. So the some of the beginning sequences will probably be even longer than they were before. I think the idea is that the parts that come out, part 1 will feel definitive in a way that it is a whole game. I don't think it will be like I played half a game after I get
right.
through.
Yeah, they said it'd be like, did they say 20 plus hours? Or but they said it'll be a substantial chunk. Like they're still gonna. Granted, it is being broken up like that, but it's still gonna be a nice, huge chunk for you to play from what they've said. So of course, we just have to take the word for it. Yeah. But a lot of people are complaining about it. Again, because it's current, a lot of people are complaining about it not being turn-based RPG like it used to be. Which
it is, but there are new elements in it.
It is and it isn't. You can choose either or. So they didn't say, I don't think that was an original thing. I think that came after people started bitching and they decided to start over. So, because they never mentioned it before. And then, like I said, if people wouldn't have made all those complaints if it had been mentioned previously. But I didn't think it was an issue at all, because I don't want to play the turn-based game. Because that's one of the complaints. Matter of fact, that's one of the complaints about Pokemon, because they haven't changed anything. It's still turn-based. A lot of RPGs have moved away from that because we don't have to do turn-based anymore. But so now it's an option. If you still want the old school, you hit me, then I'll hit you, then you hit me, then I'll hit you. BS, you can do that.
I think that was in there from the beginning, from the last, when they had it playable last year. It was mentioned that there would be a classic mode. Now maybe. I mean, it could have been because of backlash though, but.
Well, that's good for them, but I don't want that shit.
Yeah. But I think there are still, from what I heard about the gameplay and what I saw in the demos I've seen, it doesn't seem like it's completely like freeform combat. It seems
they mentioned it like the last Final Fantasy that came out. So
choose things.
Yeah, you would still have to choose things, but it'd be more.
It's more fluid.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Well, you have fun with that. I think I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play.
Whether you play or not, I will. So.
But back to Cyberpunk, they say that they're doing a multiplayer mode. Like at first they
co-op or
wouldn't have,
like what Call of Duty does.
They haven't said. They haven't explained what the multiplayer will be at all. It was at first they just had, people saw like listings of them getting people to come in that work on online gaming or multiplayer work. So they were like, oh, they're going to have multiplayer in this. But then they came out and said that they are working on multiplayer, but it's not going to come at launch.
Okay.
In fact,
I was just going to say, I hope that's not why they pushed it back.
In fact, they say that it's not going to come even, it's not likely to come even a year after launch or in 2020, rather.
Oh, that wouldn't bother me at all because Cyberpunk is like an interesting game to play anyway, and
it's gonna be a deep
RPG.
Everything
don't fucking need multiplayer, man. Yeah. So I'm not sweating that at all.
Yeah, but with the multiplayer, I'm wondering because I plan on playing it on PC now, of course.
Guess I won't be playing with you.
I got a PC. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope crossplay really starts coming into form in the next generation.
Ooh, if it does,
Call of Duty has opened up the doors. They opened up the gates because that's the biggest game that has full on crossplay.
What about Fortnite? Your face.
Also, there's Fortnite. The biggest. Oh, well, I guess Fortnite is a AAA game, technically. So, I don't know. I think about that in different forms. But I feel like
I get what you're saying.
Call of
Duty definitely.
Is the thing that really shows it.
Well, no,
I feel like a lot of people don't even realize that that's an option in Fortnite.
Right, because it's not so cut and dry. And plus, I don't know if they changed it, and if they did, I don't know when. But Fortnite didn't used to allow Xbox players still. It would just be PC and PS4. So I don't know when they changed that, and or if they did, and if they did. I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably changed it now because Call of Duty is doing it. So it's just like, well, why the hell we can't do it? So, but like I said, I don't know when they did.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I only remember because it came up one night when we used to play Fortnite. Yeah. So, but
so it's just PS4
and PC
and PC, and that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It show no love to Xbox.
Huh.
It's like Blood and Crips.
Yeah. Yeah, but I really wonder about that because if I'm using my character from the game, from my single player game in Cyberpunk, like I want to be able to play with you. So do I have to start over if I get the game on PS5? I mean, it's definitely gonna be on PS5, but it's gonna be on PS4, but
can we not talk about PS5 already?
It'll be on PS5 yet.
Oh, I'm not ready to on PS5.
I'm not ready to talk about PS5 or that big ass box they're calling the Xbox. So,
yeah.
Which is actually kind of funny now that I said it out loud.
They really when they design consoles and stuff, they really need to think about storage and stuff because I'm not putting that sucker up.
They do.
They thought about it with Xbox One, even though they put more thought into that than their name. But I mean,
the Xbox Series X is not as big as it looks.
Is it bigger than the GameCube?
It's bigger than the GameCube.
It's as big as it looks.
Awkward.
It's taller than the GameCube.
Yeah, it definitely did look that. Hey, it is finally actually a box.
Yeah.
They've been calling it an Xbox for years, and now it's actually a box. But
yeah, and I think it was AMD that came out and said that the ports that they showed on the bag in some like advertising, like official images of the Xbox Series X were not real.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean not real?
Like they hadn't designed that. Like apparently somebody in marketing or whatever just Photoshop that.
It happens a lot.
Wait, aren't these games supposed to come out at the end of this year? Aren't these consoles supposed to come out at the end of this year?
Xbox is announced for holiday 2020. Yes.
I thought PS5 did as well.
They have not announced that.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's assumed.
Yeah.
It's assumed, but they haven't announced anything. They just revealed the name at CES. That's all they revealed. Or they revealed the logo.
Oh, I was about to say, saying they revealed the name, because they're not like Microsoft, been all over the place with these fucking names. It's going to be a PS5.
Yeah, everybody knows it's going to be PS5.
Right.
And everybody knew the logo is going to be PS and 5. Like, what else you going to do?
Right. But
why would you do anything?
I mean, granted, it's possible that they don't come out around holiday 2020, but Sony is not about to let them.
I think the Xbox is definitely coming out.
Right.
But
I'm just saying Sony is not about to let that slide. Them coming out before. Now, unless it's some serious reason why they have to wait past holiday 2020, they are not about to let Xbox get away with that.
I mean, there's always going to be something up their sleeve if it's.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, they want that. They want that fight again.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they do.
I mean, they're set up to win, like with the hands tied behind their back. Really, because
that bad?
Well, I talked about it before, but it's like not really a big reason to have an Xbox. It's not a big reason to have an Xbox because all of their first party titles will be on PC.
Oh.
Day one. Not only on PC, but on Game Pass on PC.
Yeah.
So you got a reason to own the PlayStation 4 for the exclusives. That's the only thing selling the box, really. Power is a factor. And we'll see how they come out. But from what we know now, they're basically working with the same stuff. Xbox, I assume Xbox is going to have... I think the Xbox Series X is the top tier console. And I think it's going to be much more expensive. Because they said they're going to have different tiers of... the Xbox, well, at least one other tier, a lower tier that I said before is set to be even less powerful than the Xbox One X that's available now.
Nah, why? Why would you even do that?
I don't get it. And the whole thing with these games now, what they're talking about with the backwards compatibility, are you following?
I mean,
Okay,
I mean, the last time I talked about
you.
like conversation with Xbox, I just remember people were like complaining about the games not being as full quality compared to PlayStation or something. It's been years.
Well, the exclusive titles.
Yeah.
PlayStation has been better with exclusive titles for a long time.
I mean, when PS4 came out, and now I'm sitting like, I've had this for a while now.
Yeah. and she
I'm not even a gamer.
Yeah, she has a PS4. I came when I came to your house the first time.
Wait, so why did you have a PS4?
Yeah, that's what I was questioning.
Because the PS3 got old.
mommy and daddy bought it for her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
like games like your sister, right? Here you go.
With,
Basically.
When I was playing games, it was a PS2. And I was playing, like, Mary-Kate and Ashley, Mystery Mom. I loved Gran Turismo.
What do you do in that?
Shop?
Okay.
But my biggest game was Gran Turismo, and that went to PS3, so I got PS3, played that. I mean, we had odd games. I'm not an RPG player. I was more into puzzles and bullcrap.
Yeah, because you will sit and play a word game on your phone.
No problem.
For hours on end. So
if it wasn't so old, I would recommend the Prince of Persia games.
Yeah.
That's a puzzle game for your ass. Yes.
Okay.
Or
really? Is that
I'm not. Well, the older ones were pretty hard too. But I was just referring to Sands of Time, Warrior Within, and is it Two Princes or something like that? But after that, I don't know because I didn't try that other one. Portal would also be a great game. You would definitely, if you like puzzle games, you would like Portal.
And it's multiplayer.
Ooh.
Yes.
Portal 2 is.
Yeah, Portal 2 is. Portal and Portal 2 multiplayer puzzles are completely different from the storyline. So you wouldn't have to worry about messing up your progress trying to play loud. So. Can you even play Portal 2 on PS4?
The relationship tester. I'm not sure.
Man, I took a girl on a date to Chromatic Dragon because she claimed to be a gamer.
Yeah.
And this is also when I learned out that girls lie about that thing. So, lucky for...
I didn't lie.
You did, no, you were pretty upfront that you weren't in the games.
I mentioned that to my nephew Reggie too. He was like, "Yeah, they lie about that now."
Yeah,
he was like, "It's the new push-up bro." Fucking telling the guys you play games.
Okay, now that I wore.
But no, I'm just saying.
Goes like, "Aww."
That was pretty much me. But she was experienced enough to grasp the controls, but on Portal 2, when you play, it's not always about figuring out the puzzle. Sometimes it's about, can you do what you need to do fast enough to make it through the portal? Because like one of them was like, you bounce back and forth and you had to like basically shoot. You get an orange portal, you get a blue portal. One's the entrance, one's the exit. You have to basically like change one fast enough so it wasn't always about could you figure it out. It's also about can you do this?
Yeah.
So we got stuck pretty often. So it would be like I make it through, but then she's like I can't do it. I'm like give me the controller.
My issue with playing RPG, like we were playing Call of Duty in college. And I'm horrible with the whole camera thing, the angles.
You said RPG.
Ooh.
Is it not?
No, first person shooter.
Not at all.
First person shooter.
I just know there's concepts behind stuff. But
Pokemon will be an RPG.
Okay, and then of course Final Fantasy.
RPG is
and Final Fantasy
role playing game. That's what RPG.
Which is kind of funny because just
don't
about.
they have like a backstory or some stuff, or is it just?
Well, see, the thing about the term RPG being role-playing game is most games you are playing someone else.
Yeah,
but it's just.
I guess that's where.
It's just the name they gave it. They had to separate it from other stuff.
And it's more about the mechanics of it, what you're doing in the game.
Well, I suck at the mechanics because I can't get camera views when I'm playing stuff, and they're like, "Oh, kill it," and I'm like. I'm looking at the ceiling. I'm looking at the floor.
You're talking about first person.
Yeah,
first person. It sucks. I guess that's why it threw me off with games. And then Zelda.
And we share that because I'm not a first person kind of.
No,
guy.
Calvin he's a trooper though.
I'm funny playing first person.
No, because you don't play first person like that. You missed playing Destiny with Christina. Now, Christina has always played games for as long as I've known her, which is like 7th grade. She's always played video games for the longest. She was the only girl I knew.
Episode 10.
Right, yes. For the longest, she was the only girl I knew to play games. Blew my mind. I was like, you don't play video games for real. What you play?
Yeah.
Like, I'm expecting Pac-Man, Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
I mean, don't be dissing the Mary-Kate and
Hey,
Ashley.
some games that my niece be playing. So I'm like, The Sims. Yeah, you play the Sims. No. I'm talking Tekken, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just like, bet. So she wanted to get into Destiny because she saw me play it one time. She visited and she just liked it.
Yeah.
She tried it for a little bit. She was like, I really want to get into this. I'm going to get it when I get home.
Yeah.
Got it when she got home just to try to play with her online and find out she's never played first-person shooters before, though.
Never once played a first-person shooter.
No. So that whole camera thing, ugh.
Yeah.
The best way for me to explain it to anybody is pretend it's as real as possible, because I look at it like this. You won't turn a corner without looking first. So just try to think about it like that. So, because a lot of people, usually when you do that, a lot of people be walking sideways and looking right. And it's just like, what? Try to look where you're going.
And I've got some fugly thing right in my face killing me.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
And then Christina can multitask. So we're trying to do a mission together. I'm like, hey, we got to get that thing over there. No response from Christina at all. She's just killing everything. I'm like, hey, we have to go this way.
I noticed
Christina,
that.
What? Huh?
I noticed
we gotta
that
go this
a
way.
lot.
Oh, I didn't know.
Playing
Right,
with
yeah, because
her.
we used to play Division.
God.
So Division was much easier because it's third person, so it's a lot less immersive.
And
So-
I can clearly see what she's doing. Like,
yeah, so she cannot. When bullets are flying, enemies are running, Christina don't hear shit.
Yeah.
And we're trying to call out, let's get behind them, flank them, I need health, anything. Christina don't hear shit. Nobody is saying a word. Even though we're all on the mic screaming in her head, she completely zones in. She don't hear nothing. I'm like, aren't you in the military?
Right.
She's like, not in this motion.
Yeah, she's in the Navy. She's not tactical training. But it was just funny. She's much better now, but whew, man, that was a chore.
Game I was playing, it was released maybe 2 years ago. It was like the 4th version. It's like it takes place back in time. It's like Nuke Cola is a big thing.
Fallout.
So I was playing Fallout 4.
Okay.
Oh, good.
And I really liked the, setup, being in the past and kind of going on the apocalypse. But the first thing of getting released.
Is it in the past?
Yeah, it's like like a semi-futuristic past.
Yeah.
It takes place in like the 50s or some shit like that, but it's
okay.
stuff is like slightly
Future.
right there. Like they'll have computers, but it'll be like the old word processor screens type shit. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird time frame. So.
Okay, because I thought it was like Burton-esque. Like how Tim Burton movies is like you can't really tell what period
it is like that
because they
is
have
like that.
All
but you can kind of tell what kind of period it is because the way they design, like if you see the cars, like Fallout 4 starts before the apocalypse.
Yeah, it's
so
distinctive.
you see the 50s style microwaves and cars and houses and women dressed like that. So, but again, like I said, you'll see a computer. That, or like you'll see a robot and it's just like the fuck.
I mean, it's pretty distinctive in that style. And I've only played Fallout 4. The rest of them I'm not familiar, and I know that
it's okay.
different.
I've only played Fallout 4 as well.
But it was fun, like getting out there, and I couldn't
Fallout
find
4
any.
and Fallout 76.
Yeah, this is how bad I am at games. I get out there and I'm naked as a character. You're supposed to find clothes, and I'm like, these.
You weren't naked. You had the suit thing.
I didn't even have the suit on because I saw the version. Like, this is how bad I am. I got out and the bugs were attacking me, and I kept passing out, and it's like bra and panties, and I'm just like, where are the clothes? Why am I dying? It took me forever to get out of there, and then by the time I was,
sound like you were playing Rust.
I was awful at it, but it was fun once I got going on the outside and trying to.
And that's another thing. If you ever play, or just for listeners as well, if you ever helping anybody who don't play games, or you're trying to help them play a game for the first time, be easy on them, because non-gamers don't think the way we do. No. Stuff that's obvious to do no matter what game you're playing is not obvious to, other gamers. Like, if someone who's never even played like Mario and you try to play them, they're not going to know not to walk face first into this turtle. Yeah. It's a fucking turtle. Right. No one's going to think it's going to kill me. True. So be easy on people trying to play a game with them or teach them how to play a game. It's not always so cut and dry, because Lord knows, testing my patience playing with Christina on Destiny when it first came out. Woo! And she's probably going to give me hell about this when she hears it, but it is what it is.
All right. I think that's enough. I just looked at the time. I was like, oh, God.
I was wondering how we were doing.
Yeah, I was not like paying attention to it at all. I was really into the conversation. We talked about games a lot, though.
Right. Apologize. My apologies to Tiffany. I really wanted you to talk more, but we kind of ended up talking about games, which was kind of already planned beforehand. So
I just stepped in like, okay, let's see what this is like.
Right, yeah. Feel free to put in whatever input, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the last time you're here, but feel free to put in any input at any given time, at any given point when we're talking, especially when we're talking.
Yeah. Especially when we're talking about games, because we will go all day on games.
Sometimes you
and this is not supposed to be a gaming podcast.
And sip your tea like Kermit. That's none of my business.
Like, sure. Okay, yeah. Release date. Sure, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Smile and nod.
Yes.
Smile and nod.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't wait for that, release of PS5.
Yeah. So, anyway.
They shared an awkward stare for audio listeners.
Yeah.
Like, it was dead silent.
Let's get out of here. Please come back more. You don't be doing nothing but sit downstairs while we're doing this anyway. It's nice to have a third voice on here. What?
Yeah, there's no dinner because I'm up here.
Is there usually dinner after I get done?
Yeah.
DJ, you here after we
There's food.
I just don't like confrontation.
Choose your sidelines.
Man, I used to piss my...
there has been food.
Okay,
I used to piss my mom and dad off with that. They'd be talking about something and be like, right, DJ?
Yeah, you don't want to get
in
involved
this.
with that.
If I piss him off, like,
Mommy and Daddy are
if I piss you off, then I'm probably going to get like a smaller portion of food or something, and I'm here more with you than him, but me and him talk more like, I can't do it. Y'all, don't bring me nothing. They used to hate that shit.
No, they still do it.
All right. Everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching it. If you're watching the YouTube version, if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, and all that. If you listen to the audio version, subscribe or follow, whatever you can do on your podcast service. Give it a review if that's a thing you can do. Comment if that's a thing you can do. Anything possible you can do to show that you mess with us. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. All right.
Or mayhem.
Yeah. All right.